We go up, we don't stop, yeah. Hit the top, never drop, yeah. On my team, we gon' shine, yeah. World Wide Wave, feel the vibe, yeah.
I just got a call from the hospital that my brother needs blood. He got an accident about 2 days ago, but he can't find any donor.
Oh, that's so bad. Were you able to find the donor?
No, I haven't been able to find one. I've contacted family and friends, but no one can really listen.
That's so sad. I think I know that something that can help. There's this website, a donation website. It's called LifeLink. I think it can help.
Well, then that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's able to connect donors and those people who need blood and possibly find a potential match.
And that'll help my brother first.
Yeah, I think that would be
So can you show
great.
I'm going to be explaining the code, this part of the code of our website using the 4 pillars of OOP. So first, I'm going to start with abstraction. So person to bracket ABC bracket close with at abstract method profile summary bracket open closed. So person can never be instantiated directly. Try person into bracket X, Y, Z, bracket close, and Python raises a type error. It only exists to define a contract. Any subclass must know how to summarize itself. So the next one is encapsulation. So fields like underscore name, underscore phone, underscore blood type, available use a single leading underscore. The conversation for internal, don't touch it directly. Access is controlled using at property, which they create name, phone, blood type, available, which make them read only from outside by default. Available is the only exception. It has both a data and at available.setter. So changing it goes to validation rather than direct assignment. That's a nice detail to highlight. And then we move on to inheritance. Both donor to bracket person and hospital bracket person inherit from person, and call super brackets open close dot underscore init underscore into bracket name phone city bracket close to reuse the parent constructor instead of duplicating that code. And the last one, polymorphism. Both subclasses override profile summary bracket open and close with completely different logic. A donor summary includes blood type and eligibility. A hospital summary includes what blood type it needs, but any code that calls profile underscore summary bracket open close on a different behavior per object. This is the cleanest possible demonstration of metamorphism in the whole project. Thank you.
Yeah, so moving on to part B, I'll walk you through the app.py. So this import Flask copies and the 3 other modules that make up the project app. The app equals Flask.name underscore name creates the actual web application object that everything else attaches to. The blood underscore type is a constant list used to populate drop-down menu in the HTML form. So for the home page, it loads every donor from storage, compute stats, the total donors breakdown by blood, list of cities. So from donors underscore stats in martin.py and hands both to index.html to leader the landing page. And then moving on to the register, where when signing up a new donor, on get, just like visiting the page, it shows the blank registration form. On post form submitted, it pulls the 4 field value out of request.form using get key. So a missing field doesn't clash the app, then string to remove stray white space. The if, elif, else chain validate a required field filled in, and is the bread type 1 or the 8 varied values. Check varied underscore bright underscore bread underscore type from matching.py, which uses match case statement. So if there's an error, it renders the same from with the error message shown. If validation passes, it builds a new donor object underscore data underscore manager dot next dot donor underscore ideal donor generates the next free ID, saves it var add underscore donor, then redirect browser to confirmation page using the new donor's ID.
Underscore ID in the route mean Flask automatically converts that URL segment to an integer and passes as an argument. Next, D for D in donors if D dot underscore ID equals donor is a generator expression wrapped in next. It works the donor list and returns the first one whose ID matches or none if nobody matches, instead of raising an error. This is a common efficient Python idiom for finding the first match. Next, in the app root, it shows the search form, post, it reads the recipient's needed blood type and the city they're searching from. And the maximum distance is if the user left that field blank, it stays as none of the city or none if city is an empty string. So an empty search box is treated as a no city filter. Then for the int donor ID, this is a post only route. It looks up the donor and if found, flips the availability with not donor available, request referrer or the URL for whom. It sends the user back to whatever page they clicked the button from, like the directory page. If they're not available for some reason, it falls back to the home page. So the app rules as donors, it loads everyone and renders a full list. The APIs, these two exist for programming access. And there's also an API that's for putting the respective country code. Then this only runs the link to show our websites. So here we have our website called LifeLink, and so here we have the option to become a donor or to find a donor. We already had one registered donor in one city, and there are 8 total blood types. So our donors register their name, phone, city, and blood type. Is stored securely and kept until a donor marks themselves unavailable. The hospital searches, so we enter the blood type needed and the city, and LifeLink checks compatibility rules and distance automatically. Compatible available donors are ranked nearest to farthest so that the fastest match rises to the top. So these are the 8 blood types. You have O negative, O positive, A minus, A positive, B negative, B plus, AB minus, AB plus. So here you have the option to find a donor. So here you just select the blood type that you need. Let's say B positive. And let's say you're in East Legon. Let's say that's 21 kilometers from here, Brekoso. We found one, that's Richard, in Accra, 9 kilometers away. That was our one donor that's registered already. We also have the option to become a donor. So here, type your full name. So I'll use my name, Matthew Canadian. My phone number, country code. So here, you have to input a valid country code with the matching correspondent phone number. So if I have to type +1, that's America, but I use my Ghanaian phone number. To show invalid because it's not an American number. So what I have to do is make sure it's a valid Ghanaian number. Then I type my number. So let me type Koso. AB positive. Yes, now I've been able to successfully register as I do. See how our website works. Thank you.